I make one small change and I make my output in Temporal Vortex basically boosting between 25 and 30%. I didn't change any kind of gear of my heroes. So for the people who didn't watch my previous videos, I'm running Wild Team and I'm just basically going to go directly and show you the heroes there. This is the heroes that I'm running. Right now I have Garios and obviously but since I need this attack penalty and this bad boy is having this artifact that is going to boost the damage. Now what kind of change I make to actually boost my damage? Now if you watch my previous video, I first execute Felicity and after this I execute Flora and Caspar. Now that was the way I was doing. Obviously Felicity is having from the ultimate applying defense penalty, which is 2%, 8 stacks, it's like 16%. On top of that is having Witch's Remains, which is boosting which is giving like 55% chance to apply defense penalty, which is something like I think 50%, something like this. Now we don't care about the heroes, they're sitting there, it's no issue. Froth and Garios just not doing any kind of crazy damage. So we're just going to make the fight. Now the change I make is in skill timing. Right now the first hero that is going to fire up is going to be Flora. After this is going to be Felicity, and after this is going to be Caspar. Now I put 1 second difference at the beginning just because I want to be sure that Felicity is applying full amount of defense penalty. And after this Caspar, since it's my main DPS, he's having he's basically my main. It's like 4 or 5 times inspired, if I remember right. It's like 4 times inspired. So you know, this bad boy is going to do the main damage, but with this change the damage of Flora get boosted from 25k up to 60k, and this is what actually make the big difference in the fight. Now I'm going to make a fight obviously, and I'm going to show you what I mean. And yeah, it's very nice if we catch actually the wild at the beginning. And here comes the Flora, and after this is Felicity. Finally is Caspar. Now at this point Caspar is not going to make some crazy amount of damage, which is completely normal. He need to get some stacks, but look at the Flora. She start getting the same amount of damage. Is not having some crazy artifact. She's not even have a wild artifact like for example Caspar is having, which you know is making the things absolutely crazy. We have the defense penalty and 500,000 hit. That was just crazy. And here comes the Flora. After this is going to be Felicity, and finally is going to be Caspar. Close to 500,000 hit. Is still very low, it's like 45k. We are very far from the, how to say it, huge damages. Is still 9 minutes, basically 1 minute before the fight actually starts. So all these heroes actually need to get some stacks, some buffs, some attacks, and etc. So 51k for now is for Caspar, 39 is for Flora. We're continuing to see some pretty juicy damage. And here comes the Felicity, and finally is going to be Caspar. Now we're not going to catch the wild obviously with this spell, but yeah, it's like the additive damage 85%. We may actually catch it, by the way. Yeah, we're going to catch it with Flora. Here comes the Flora. Now I really miss Errich in this whole composition, since Errich is giving this extra 2 on top of the dice you can actually pull. You can pull 6, but if you have Errich you can actually pull 6, 7, 8. You can pull 8. And here comes the Flora again, Felicity, and Caspar is also getting like 6. This is the maximum. Look at the damage this thing is receiving. On the defense down 3 million. Oh brother, no wonder that Flora is that look it up hero to be get it. just because she's absolutely crazy damage dealer. And his total damage reduction, look at the numbers, is going to go at 3 million something. Crazy amount. Now I'm looking to maybe get more alignment or somehow to boost all these things, but yeah. Okay, Caspar is going to be 4, still 4, pretty nice. 62k for Caspar, 4 now, 50k for 4. And Caspar is 4-time awakened with a wild artifact. That, in my opinion, is a very decent one. Okay, here comes the Felicity, and after this is going to be Caspar, which didn't get big luck with the with the things. Okay, and yeah, we're not going to trigger. We're going to actually trigger the wild, but still, Flora is going to catch it out. Felicity, and I hope Caspar catch it. Yeah, Caspar actually also catch it. So we're like 28 million is 6 minutes and 15 seconds from left to the fight, and so we're like 3 minutes and a half already in, and we're at the 30 million. I really hope we actually hit pretty high number. Now, obviously, it's going to be nice if we catch all the wilds with our ultimates, but it's not guarantee. It's not guarantee that's that thing to actually happen. But I think we still have a chance to actually get it. Okay, Caspar is going to for sure get it. And from there, I really hope for actually do some crazy amount of damage. 1 million. Okay, he's like 2.9 million, and this is just from the ultimates. And I'm going to apply this strategy also in Grateful Froth, because you need some very high damage to kill this frog or whatever it is on the Grateful Froth, so you can actually get some. If you hit hard, the boss is going to split. The boss is going to split the target he's holding, and I think this is the key of winning this instance. And here we go. We're going to actually get 3.3 million damage reduction. That's crazy amount of damage reduction. And here comes the Flora again. We're having all this. I really don't know what is this thing. I'm going to go over the spell after this fight. Since in the season 1 I didn't manage to actually get this hero, Flora I mean, and in season 2 I managed to get her. I mean, right now I managed to get her, and yeah, I was not so in deep with the spell of the Flora, but I get a comment under my video where the people suggest to go with the Flora first, and after this Felicity and Caspar, and the damage is on other level. It's basically on other level. Here comes the Flora, Felicity, and finally Caspar, who is not doing wall damage. It's like half a million on top of that. 18 all these stacks here, and this is basically 1 million extra damage. And look at the Flora damage. Caspar is 67 so far. He's having the best DPS gear I have, and she's 60k. The only difference is like 8k between fully spirit hero and just level 1 hero with not that crazy alignment gear. The alignment gear is really not that crazy for Flora, but I really believe that she can do amazing job. I mean, I don't believe it, I actually see it right now by watching the Temporal Vortex fight. Yeah, we have the first victims. Flora is still here, which give me some hope. We can do some extra damage, but I'm 59 million right now. 59 million, close to 60 million. There is a decent chance I end up in the top 50 again. I mean, there is a people with crazy amount of damage that they do. They're using full fire team with Adopus, with some extra healing over the Adopus. Adopus is a very nice one, is giving some shield. We're not having any kind of attack penalty, so it's something like okay, so we die and we're at 60 million and 90k damage. That means we're going to be at a place between place 25, but I think at the till the end of the day, because there is half day left, I'm going to be on the place between 30 and 40. I don't think I'm going to keep in place 25, even though that basically I'm going to be in this range. Every day I get this Echo of Calypsedra. There is just 2 or 3 times I managed to be in the top 20, and this is the place everybody are looking for, because at the end of the season you're going to just receive more rewards. So with this small change, I actually boost with 20 million. Okay, it's not 20, it's like 15 million more damage. I just put Flora to fire up before rest of the hero. So if I check it out, the hero Flora, and basically her spell, the final one, is deals 300 derivative damage to an enemy and inflict vortex lasting 10 seconds. During this time, the vortex get 1 energy stack. Each stack the target takes damage from wild skills. A vortex explodes upon expiration, dealing additional damage, with each stack dealing 125 derivative fire damage. If the vortex energy reaches 16 stacks, deals extra 900% attack derivative damage. So that's why I'm looking also for Errich, just to boost this whole composition. And I have him one time inspired. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys how a small change in your team can lead to crazy results, like 60 million damage on the Temporal Vortex. Obviously, there's people who have way more, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, I guess this will for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit 1 like, subscribe to this channel, and see you in the next video.